Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, and here I am again. This is Today with Todd. It's 9:05, and I'm live. I'm glad you could join me this morning and talk to you for a few minutes about faith and money. Just thinking about this morning, this game, Monopoly. I don't know how many of you ever played this game. Maybe some of you played this in your childhood. I don't know, but I just want to talk to you about faith and money. So, one of the things I'm going to focus this morning on is double-mindedness and talking to you concerning faith and money. If I were to hold this up over here, I have United States $1, and then I have a Monopoly dollar. What's the difference in these two? Well, you can say, this one's printed by the United States, this one's printed by Parker Brothers. Can I walk in the store and spend this one to buy a product with? No, because they wouldn't accept it. Would they accept this one? Yes, they would. Why? Do they have any different value? They're both paper. The only difference here is one people have faith in, the other they do not. Now, if you're playing Monopoly, you're going to have to use Monopoly money. If you're purchasing products in the United States, you're going to have to use a dollar. But faith is the determining thing. You believe that this has more purchasing power than this. You believe that. That's faith. So I'm focusing on this with you this morning. When it comes to money, it requires faith and building wealth. I am on a personal mission, and I am on a personal campaign. Everyone who surrounds me, anyone who listens to me, to educate them both on money, getting out of debt. This has become my complete focus at this time. All those who are part of my household of faith, my spiritual sons, I'm talking to them in the avenues of money and finances. Why? Because I believe that debt is a destroyer of dreams. And as a spiritual father, I do not want to see my children or my children in the faith, their dreams destroyed, because debt is a spiraling chasm in which people die in. So what have we got to have here? We've got to have, number one, faith. Not faith in this, but ultimately faith in God's word. We do exercise our faith, like I said. Here we believe that this will buy something in the real world where this will not. It's all based on faith. They're both made of paper, a little bit of cotton in this one, but it really doesn't have any more intrinsic worth to it. So are you double-minded? Let me ask you that. Are you asking God but not believing? In the book of James, James says, if you ask and you're not believing, then you're just wavering. And he says, if you're talking one thing and believing another, then let not that man receive or think that he shall receive anything from the Lord. You can't waver back and forth. You've got to have faith. If you're believing to get out of debt, you're going to have to begin to exercise principles towards this. If you're believing to get out of debt and to begin to accumulate wealth or to become wealthy, then it's going to require faith. No matter which way you're going here, it's going to require faith. So no matter where you are financially in your life, it's going to require faith. Just like I said, faith. Okay, so you can't be talking one thing and then believing another. You can't be asking for one thing and then believing another. Let not that man think that he's going to receive anything from the Lord. Saying one thing and doing another. What do I mean by all this? You can't just sit around asking God to change your financial situation and yet you're idle. You're going to have to begin to pursue what you're asking for. So I've been dealing with my household of faith out of 1 Samuel 22 that those that were distressed and in debt and discontented came to David while he was in the cave of Adullam. And many people are probably stressed out and discontented because they're in debt. So if I'm going to begin to believe to move in a different direction, then I'm going to have to begin to make plans to get out of that situation. And I believe that God will direct my steps. A man without a plan is planning to go nowhere. So you've got to begin to direct your energy, direct your thoughts, and direct your resources into that direction. All right, so a double mind just simply means that you're having two thoughts or you have two souls. You're going to have to choose one or the other here. Choose one or the other. You know, you've often heard it said, go with your first mind. Well, that all depends. Listen to me real closely. That all depends. Are you faith-minded or are you doubt-minded? Because when I say this to you, a faith-minded person sees potential. A doubt-minded person sees problems. Let me say that again. A faith-minded person sees potential. A doubt-minded person sees problems. So I don't always go with my first mind. You have to go with your faith mind. Okay, so being faith-minded, when you're faith-minded, you can dream. All right, you can dream, you can be creative, you can be innovative. And when you are faith-minded, you will not focus on problems too quickly. Therein lies a problem when you focus on problems too quickly. Because, you know, as I was saying, debt, it is the problem, but ultimately, it's not what you need to focus on. You're going to have to change how you believe and how you think first. Because the mind that you have is the reason that you are where you are. So your mind's going to have to change. Hey, good morning, Robert. Good to see you this morning. So what is this? Faith, then, it will begin to explore possibilities. It will begin to look for an exit. It will begin to look for a change. You know, someone who is not faith-minded, they're not really looking to change. Doubt is simply a chopping block. You know, when I get into a conversation with somebody about money, when I get into a conversation with them, I have to find out, first of all, are they faith-minded or doubt-minded? Because if they're doubt-minded, everything's going to go on the chopping block. You know, it's going to just cut off everything. Anything where you start talking potential, possibility, it's going to just start, no, that can't happen. Yeah, no, that's not possible. What doubt does is it cuts off the ear. It plucks out the eye, and it kills the dream. Doubt, inevitably, is a murderer of the future. You are where you are because you've done what you've done. But if you truly want to change, then you're going to have to begin to listen to something different. You're going to have to listen to a different voice. And I don't know what your financial situation is. I don't know what your money situation is. But if you're going to change, your mind's going to change concerning money and finances, then you're going to have to listen to someone who has an understanding concerning money and finances. I don't take financial advice from a broke uncle, okay? So faith is now. So this is the thing that I have to establish in people's mind and heart, is that you have to begin to have faith considering this. As I just said, money basically operates off of faith. What's the difference in these two? Faith. You believe that this purchases something that this won't. They're just paper. There's nothing different. Okay? Faith is now and it looks forward. Doubt is now and it starts walking everything back. Oh, I don't think I can do that. Now, if you're going to believe that you're going to get out of debt, you're going to have to begin to exercise faith and take steps toward it. Okay? So there are things and people that you're going to have to cut off. If you're going to get out of debt, there are things and people that you're going to have to cut off. Doubt and doubtful people, doubtful voices are the things that will literally kill your dreams. Doubt is a dream killer. So there are things and people that you're going to have to cut off because they're hindering you. They will hinder your purpose, they will hinder your goals, they will hinder your dreams, and ultimately they will hinder your destiny. You've got to get double-minded people out of your life, out of your mind. You know, I'm not saying that you have to just cut people completely off, but some people you will have to, because here's how I operate. My life is an open door. You can come in, you can go out, but don't block the way. Don't block the way. Make a decision, in or out. Are you with me? Are you going with me? You know, are you going where I'm going? If not, then I've got to move on. So I just wanted to come in this morning, open this up with you, concerning faith and finances. Faith and finances. These things operate by faith. What you're believing is what you're receiving. Hey, this was Today with Todd. I'll be back on hopefully tomorrow, 9:05. I'll be live. I'm here in the United States. Check out my website. There's some resources there. We're going to be making some changes to our website soon, but it's wisdomforbeyond.com. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:05. Bye-bye.